Hey guys, so we are here today checking out how to create SEO content for food bloggers. Since I'm doing a tutorial to show other people how to do this, I thought I would get on Loom here and, okay, it is sharing here. Thought I'd get on Loom and show you guys a little bit about how to do this. So I have all these things open. So basically, I am working on SEO content for PB and coconut homemade dog treats, right? So here we go. This is this. I have this. If you look, what I have done already is my I have my recipe card done. That's it. That's all I have so far is this recipe card, right? So I'm going along with this tutorial, which will be live in a little bit on brandyellen.com. How to add SEO content to your food blog recipes, because I actually do this as a service. It's on sale right now, and I do text content for food bloggers, and I haven't done it in a while. I paused for a bit, and now I'm back to it, and instead of just offering it as a service, I thought I'd show y'all how to do it yourself, just in case you had the time to invest in doing it yourself. And so that is what this video, oh my goodness, that is what this video is about. It's helping you see how I craft up SEO content for food bloggers as a means to show you kind of how you can do it yourself if you'd like to. There are two services I use. I'm using the free version right now, but a lot of times I do have the paid. I had to cut some costs this month. So I like to use Ubersuggest, and I have some keyword ideas already put in here for my do-it-yourself dog treats and PB dog treats. Then I use Answer the Public to figure out what are people asking about the recipe that I'm making content for. In this particular case, it's do-it-yourself dog treats. You can see right here, do-it-yourself dog treats are 484 results. So what I do is I go through here and look at all the questions and see like, well, I could do why make homemade dog treats? That might work, right? Why make homemade dog treats? And this is my list of notes. We'll look at this in a second. I create a list to work with client stuff, but a person out there who wants to do this themselves, this is a good way to do it. So, do homemade dog treats need to be refrigerated? That's a good one. It only has like 20 searches, so you may not want to use those. But if you get into here 1.3, how can I make homemade dog treats? How can I make homemade, oh my goodness, how can I make homemade dog treats? We'll want to use that a few times and answer it so that people come to and find my recipe. Can you make your own dog treats? Doesn't really have a lot of searches. And I can't really see all those other ones, but I'm going to just go with my gut and say, you know what makes sense? What is, these are not really good the treats, I'm not good dog training treats, but which dog treats are safe, which dog treats are healthy. I don't really want to get into that because, I should leave that to like people that are specialists in that arena. So I'm going to stick with things like that, like how to make your dog treats from scratch. How do you make your dog treats from scratch? And now what I'm going to do is, since these are actually peanut butter and coconut dog treats, I'm going to go Control A, PB, coconut dog treats. Let's see what people are asking about that, if I can get another search. Maybe it'll let me. Let's see. All right. I thought I was logged in, but go away. Dismiss. PB coconut dog treats. I'm pretty satisfied, but I'm going to leave you alone for a minute. So you can see highly searched, average search, lowest search, right? And I'm searching for United States. If you live somewhere else, you're going to want to put in your country, unless your traffic is coming from the United States, and put that in. You can put different languages. It's pretty cool. You can search Google, YouTube, or Bing. I typically search Google. It says 1 to 2 words for best results. So in here, I'm going to see what are people asking. Can you make dog treats with coconut flour? Can I use coconut flour? Since this is coconut oil, I'm not really going to get into that. Can dogs have coconut peanut butter? I'm going to do that. Can dogs have coconut peanut butter? I might include that for peanut butter in dog treats. Definitely, we want that. What can I substitute? As you know, as a recipe food blogger, you substitutes are something people always ask about. Peanut butter, coconut dog treats. I'm already going to be using them. You might want to, if you're interested in including this, because dogs should not have that, I don't know how to say it, xylitol. They shouldn't have that. So what PB contains that? I'm going to include links to peanut butters that don't have it, so I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to include that in mine, but if I was working for a client who maybe specified they wanted me to address that topic, then I would include that in my write-up. Let's see, can I use coconut flour for dog treats? Again, I'm not using coconut flour though. Let's see. Can dogs have coconut peanut butter? I already did that one. What can I substitute for peanut butter? So I think is PB good for dogs? Maybe. Oh, excuse me. I've used Uber Suggest. I've used Answer the Public, and now I have included all of my notes in here, right? For these are the keywords I'm going to look at. These are some of the questions that came up in Uber Suggest, and then these are some of the questions from what the public is actually asking on the internet based on Google searches in English in the United States. And so I definitely want to use this do-it-yourself dog treats. Actually, I'm going to use PB dog treats. And then how to make dog treats for dogs, that's something I'll probably focus on. How can I make... So then the next step of SEO content anyways is to go through here and figure out what you want to use and what you don't want to use. So I would like to use homemade dog treats so that I can niche it down. I like to niche it down as much as possible. I have a long tail keyword. So then I kind of start falling up higher in the search engines for very specific niched out specialties, and it may scare you to do that, but it actually has been very beneficial for me to try this with clients in my own sites, so with other keyword stuff too. So now, what ingredients are good? You might want to list like some ingredients that are good for dog treats, and then these are not good dog treats for giving tablets, so I'm not going to include that. So how much do homemade dog treats sell for? We're not writing a post about how to sell dog treats. Not going to include that. How many dog treats per day? We could probably include that. And how do you make dog treats from scratch? I might use that. How can I make homemade dog treats? This is the same as that. I might not use this, but I'm going to leave it there just in case. So I'll highlight it as like a maybe or something. Okay. No. So reset. Okay. Is PB bad for dogs? I do want to maybe talk about that. Why make homemade dog treats? How can I make them? Sure. How do you make them from scratch? Again, I might do that. Can dogs have coconut peanut butter? I'm going to look that up because coconut peanut butter might actually be a thing, and I'm not using that in the recipe. I'm using coconut oil and peanut butter. So what I'll do with something like this is I'm going to turn it into, I'm going to highlight it in orange so I can look at that a little bit. I guess not orange, but like this color. So I can look into this a little further to see if it would be good to include in my client's SEO blog post, or in this case, my SEO blog post. So what can I substitute for dog treats and peanut butter? Yeah, definitely. And is PB good for dogs? I'd rather do that than is PB bad because I'm an optimist. So now that I have this, what I'll start doing is I will start writing the intro. I will start writing a little bit of information to get people ready and excited about making dog treats for their dog. I'll probably start including my personal experience trying to make failed attempts at, dog muffins and a dog birthday muffin and other things, just to kind of add my personal touch to it, while also making sure that I'm doing the SEO side. So one of the things to the SEO side that I would just like to show you before, we're going to add an FAQ, right? Let's see. I don't know which one's which. Let's try this, right? There you go. So this is really good to have like below your recipe. And so this is where I actually would probably put like, is PB good for dogs? But another thing I would do to figure out what to put in your frequently asked questions is actually search Google. PB coconut dog treats, right? I'm sorry. Let's do homemade, right? So now what I would do is people also ask, I would look in here, right? Sometimes you should put this to incognito mode to get a little fresher search, but I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video. So some of these questions you might want to use in FAQs, is peanut butter or dog treats good for dogs? And you would copy it, you'd paste this plain text. You would research it or write your answer based on what you know. You're going to add another question. There you go. And how can I make homemade dog treats, right? Because, that's what this post is. Grammatic, deal with grammar. I say 4 to 5 in here, and 4 to 5 in here. I do this with clients if they have me having access to their blog. Otherwise, they can do this themselves with the content that I provide them. And so I'm going to go through and get this done, and then I'm going to have a blog post linked in the description or with this video just to kind of show you a little bit more about how the final blog post looks when you are done with the SEO content, the SEO text content to go along with your recipe. And so if you want to hear a little bit more about why you need these things, I guess you could go ahead and read my blog post that I'll try to link within this video somewhere, telling you how and why such things are so important. Basically, so people will find you more than other food bloggers. It's high competition out there. So I got to jump to recipe. Woo! So anyway, I got to go finish this and get it live for you guys. I hope I gave you a little bit of input on how to utilize Ubersuggest, ask the public, go through your notes and kind of evaluate what are you going to include in this SEO blog post for your recipe. And if you want to learn more, continue reading on brandyellen.com. Talk to you soon.